Okay. All right. So we have our particle effect right here, and as you can see, it's just stuck in the middle right here. We changed the simulation. We changed the the speed to be 0 because we want to extend it. So what we do to that, we want to change the velocity over lifetime right now, right? So the velocity of our lifetime currently is 0, 0, 0, and I mentioned to you that I want to make it move on the X and on the Z axis, so make it spread. So once I set this to 5 and 5, and I restart it, oh, it's making this actually on the world view. 5 and 5, on it. I think it's focused. Oh, sorry. My mistake, my bad. So basically it's 5 times 5. That means it's moving this way direction, right? And we don't want that. We want it to spread between, we want to move on all axes, right? So we click on here, constant between, random between two constants, we set it to -5 and 5. Same thing for a -5 and 5, and restart. And we can see we have a very homish looking effect, but all of them go their own separate ways. All right. So the next thing for us to now work on is our emission. So currently the shape we're using is the cone, but we want the donuts. Make it spread. It's a bit, it says moving is a bit difficult. Okay, so that is how you make it spread round. And last but not least is the renderer. So let's just choose another file render, make it look good. Okay, so color over lifetime. So once make it go from let's say somewhat blackish to somewhat yellowish. I wonder how that will look. Okay, so we have like a very simple particle effects here. I can change how it looks or how it feels, but this is a very simple explosion particle effect that after like some time, you can refine and refine and refine to get it to make it really good. No, that doesn't work. Okay, no, that's very bad. Go back to the fire particle. Okay, so that is all about particle effects. Does anybody have any question before like I move on to something else, to sound effects? Any questions? Okay, I guess there are no questions. So sound effects. Basically, which is pretty simple. So the effects in which you play. So let's share my screen one more time again. These are the effects in which you show or you play around with. So I'm just going to open my audio pack. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, you can. You can.
Okay, cool.
Yes,
All
we
right,
can hear
nice.
you.
Okay, cool. So we want to talk about sound effects. How you calculate your sound effect. So I won't go real too deep into it, but I will talk about a couple of things. Number one is the effects themselves. So how sound effects look like in Unity. So I have a couple of gun sounds currently for this game. So sci-fi. So I'll have a couple of gun sounds currently. And I will just play it so you can get to see how it looks. So this is one. That doesn't sound really good. This is sci-fi, sorry. Though that sci-fi guns don't really make that much sense. Okay. Alright, cool. So we have a couple of. So this is how. So whenever you bring in your sound, you just play them here. So these are different sounds, and it's pretty easy to play your sounds Unity. We'll get to how those will work. All right. All right. So. Okay. This is basic sounds. And next we have is like music. So something like this now. So this is music, and we have voiceover also. Yeah.
Sorry, it
What did you
seems
say?
like your screen is frozen. It seems like your screen is frozen.
My screen is frozen. Oh, can you hear anything also?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can't see your screen.
Yeah, bro.
You can't see. Okay, we'll just go to reshare it again. Can you guys hear it? Can you guys see my screen now?
No.
We can't see the screen, but we can hear you.
Game over.
Okay. Wait, I'm having issues. What about now? What about now?
Still the same. We can't see the screen.
Okay. I think my network is already messing up actually. Wow. Can you see it now?
We can't. We can't.
Okay. That's bad. I can't teach you. We can't see it. Okay. So just like a quick recap, talk about how to make a game feel more juicy. We talk about particle effects, talk about sound effects, talk about how to include sound effects and particle effects into your game, and so forth and so forth, right? It's quite sad though. I forgot to record the meeting, so I recorded it pretty late, which means that like most of what I just said right now isn't recorded. But what I can do, can you guys hear me? Is I can post in a couple of videos for you guys and also the slide presentation. Putting a couple of videos on the group chat so you guys can use it to work on your assignments. Does that make sense, everyone? Does that make sense? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing to work on is I sent the space shooter files on the group chat. It's also on the Teams folder too. Oh, it's actually recording from the beginning. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, it was recording. I sent the group chat. Oh, I sent the what's it called? I sent the files. So basically, your assignment is just for this week. That's till next week Saturday. And make sure everybody does it. Is just to go over recreate the space shooter from the tutorial you learned last week. So the project did last week was about input control and using C#. Basically, work on that. So make yours in Unity and now add sound effects. Does that make sense? Add sound effects and particle effects to it to make it feel way more better. Does that make sense? Does everybody understand?
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would drop in a couple of tutorials for your reading that would help you guys out, right? I'm just going to check again if you guys can see my screen. So check one more time. Can you guys see my screen?
Oh, yeah, I can see.
Yes, we can. We
You
can.
can see. Okay.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, cool. Good to share my audio also. How about now?
Game over.
Something.
Everything is fine now.
Game over.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, am I doing all that?
I think it's general. Hold on. I'm trying to reach out to you.
Oh, okay.
So, hi everyone. Can you guys hear me clearly? Okay, so he's having issues with his network. Now, what we're expected to do in the assignments is to implement the use of the particle and sound effects, and we should all make sure to submit. So we should go over the class again if need be, then make sure to do your assignments. Because of these network issues, we won't be able to continue with the class. So we're going to call this a day here. So everyone is free to leave the class and make sure to do your assignments. Did you guys get that?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, good luck.